Hashtag synthetic biology, real-world applications you need to know. You're probably thinking synthetic biology is just lab theory. But it's actually solving real problems right now in your medicine cabinet, your gas tank, and your food supply. And honestly, most people have no idea it's happening. Here's what's wild: synthetic biology is engineering living organisms to do things they never could naturally. We're literally writing new genetic code. And the applications? They're not science fiction anymore. Let me break down what's actually happening in the real world right now. Here's the thing. We have massive global challenges. We need better medicines. We need sustainable materials. We need to clean up environmental damage. Traditional chemistry and manufacturing can't scale fast enough. They're too expensive. They create too much waste. That's where synthetic biology comes in. According to the 2023 Nature Biotechnology Review, synthetic biology is fundamentally reshaping how we approach pharmaceutical development and industrial production. We're not just talking about incremental improvements. We're talking about complete transformation. This is happening right now. Companies like Ginkgo Bioworks, and I'm mentioning them specifically because their 2024 case studies are publicly documented, are using fermentation-based biosynthesis to manufacture specialty chemicals at commercial scale. Here's what that means in practical terms. Instead of synthesizing insulin in a chemical factory, you take a microorganism. You engineer its DNA. You give it instructions to produce insulin. Then you put it in a fermentation tank. It multiplies. It produces the drug. This is already being used for insulin production, and it's cheaper, faster, and cleaner than traditional methods. The real-world impact? Medications become more accessible. Costs drop. Production scales exponentially. This isn't theoretical. Major pharmaceutical companies have already adopted this approach. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We post tech tutorials daily, and this is exactly the kind of content that changes how you see technology. Now, let's talk energy. According to recent industry publications and company reports through 2024, synthetic biology is being applied to biofuel production. We're engineering organisms to convert plant waste into fuel. Algae that produces oil more efficiently. Bacteria that breaks down cellulose faster. Here's the specific application. Zymergen, before their restructuring, demonstrated that engineered microbes could produce biopolymers at scale. That's plastic-like materials made from living organisms. Biodegradable. Sustainable. Made from renewable resources. The real-world benefit? We reduce dependence on fossil fuels. We create materials that actually decompose. We use agricultural waste instead of raw resources. This is where synthetic biology gets personal. Per the latest documentation from research institutions and biotech firms, synthetic biology is enabling precision gene therapy. We're engineering cells to recognize and destroy cancer cells. We're creating diagnostic biosensors that detect diseases faster than traditional tests. The IGM competition, that's the International Genetically Engineered Machine Competition, documented student projects in 2024 that included bioremediation systems and diagnostic biosensors. These aren't hypothetical projects. Teams are actually building organisms that detect contaminated water, that identify pathogens, that solve real environmental problems. Here's something concrete. Engineered crops that require fewer pesticides. Microorganisms that fix nitrogen in soil more efficiently, reducing fertilizer needs. According to recent agricultural biotechnology reports, these applications are moving from research to actual farm implementation. We're talking about feeding a growing global population more sustainably. That's not abstract. That's real. Engineered organisms that clean up oil spills. Bacteria that consume plastic waste. Microbes that detoxify contaminated soil. These aren't theoretical applications, they're being deployed in actual contaminated sites right now. Per peer-reviewed research documented through 2024, bioremediation projects have shown measurable success in reducing environmental contamination. We're literally using living systems as cleanup crews. First, understand that regulatory approval is crucial. These applications require FDA approval, EPA oversight, and international regulatory compliance. This isn't the Wild West. Safety protocols are rigorous. Second, the cost curve is dropping fast. As synthetic biology tools become more standardized, CRISPR gene editing, DNA synthesis platforms, bioinformatics software applications that cost millions 5 years ago now cost thousands. Third, follow the funding. Track which companies are raising capital. Watch which research institutions are publishing breakthroughs. That's where the next applications are coming from. Fourth, know your sources. PubMed Central, Nature Biotechnology, Science Magazine, Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology News, these are your credible sources for what's actually happening versus hype. Synthetic biology isn't coming. It's here. It's in your medicine cabinet. It's in sustainable materials. It's cleaning up environmental damage. It's feeding people more efficiently. The key insight? This technology scales exponentially. As tools get better, applications multiply. As costs drop, adoption accelerates. What seemed impossible 3 years ago is standard practice today. Here's what you need to remember: navigate your tech journey with confidence. Synthetic biology is reshaping medicine, energy, agriculture, and environmental remediation right now. Understanding these applications means you're ahead of the curve on one of the most important technologies of our generation. Subscribe to stay updated as these technologies evolve. We help you navigate your tech journey with confidence, and that means breaking down complex technology into real-world applications you can actually understand and anticipate. The future is being engineered at the molecular level. And now you know what it looks like.